I am Sherry Griffith, your virtual specialist for middle grades health and physical education. In this webinar series, we will be focusing on strategies for accommodating learners. The content of this presentation is aligned to the state of Georgia's Teacher Keys Effectiveness System for Performance Standards 2, 3, 4, and 8. Instructional planning, instructional strategies, differentiated instruction, and academically challenging environment. The purpose of this webinar series is to help educators to accommodate learners' differences in needs while facilitating instruction. This includes using effective strategies and resources during instructional planning, using relevant research-based instructional strategies to engage students and to facilitate the students' acquisition of key knowledge and skills, to provide appropriate content for developing skills and for differentiating instruction which challenges and supports each student's learning, and for creating a student-centered academic environment in which teaching and learning occur at high levels and students are self-directed learners. In this session, we will be focusing on strategies that help students make meaningful connections between math content and physical education content, while helping the students to demonstrate competency in a variety of motor skills and movement patterns, helping the students to apply knowledge of concepts, principles, strategies, and tactics to perform movement patterns and movement combinations, and helping students to demonstrate competency in a variety of manipulative skills such as throwing, catching, striking, dribbling with control, dribbling while traveling, and passing. In this session, we will also be focusing on utilizing math content such as graphing and calculating to help students track activity and progress in order for the students to demonstrate knowledge and skills which help them to achieve and maintain a health-enhancing level of physical activity and fitness, as well as to help students to analyze their results and make indicated adjustments to contribute to the improvement in components of the Georgia Fitness Assessment Program, increase time spent in moderate to vigorous physical activity, and to demonstrate the components of the FIT principle.
Top 5. Top 5. Top 5. Top 5. Top 5.
In this portion of our webinar series for accommodating learners through the integration of math content in the PE classroom, we will be discussing conventional and relevant instructional strategies for supporting student opportunities to be exposed to math content relevant to their grade levels during PE class, while playing large group games or small-sided games, which allow students to demonstrate a variety of motor skills, movement patterns, and movement combinations, while allowing instructors to make contributions to the physically educated student, which benefits the whole child in multiple content areas. These games can be implemented as warm-up activities, cool-down activities, or to contribute to students achieving 50% of physical activity time spent in moderate to vigorous physical activity.
Top 5.
Number 1 on the list of my top 5 math content integration ideas includes a game called Human Calculator. Human Calculator is a large group relay-style game that helps students to demonstrate competency in a variety of motor skills, movement patterns, and movement combinations and multiple activity categories, as well as applying the knowledge of concepts, principles, strategies, and tactics related to movement and performance, such as changing speed, direction, and applying basic strategies and motor skills techniques in small-sided games. Human Calculator is a large group game in which the whole group of students spread out all over the basketball court to wait for the cue from their instructor to move, at which time the instructor calls out a math problem. The students use mental math computation to find the solution to the problem and immediately formulates groups with a number of members whose total is equivalent to the solution of the problem. The class hustles into groups swiftly after hearing the problem, calculating, and locating classmates to create small groups of students to cling together with. Leftover students who are remainders of the class, once the whole class has divided themselves into groups, are considered out and move out of bounds. Students who are out can perform an exercise such as jumping jacks to rejoin the game. However, that student should perform the same number of exercises as the number that was the solution to the problem. The instructor calls out another math problem which is relevant to the grade level of students, and again, the students hustle into groups swiftly after calculating the solution and locating classmates to create small groups of students to cling to. The leftover students who are remainders are out, and the game continues in this fashion until there is a small number of students who have not been out, or after the instructor determines that students have participated in a sufficient amount of vigorous activity, or that the warm-up activity is completed. Please visit the Georgia Department of Education community website at community.gadoe.org for more helpful tips to collaborate, connect, share thoughts, or resources for teachers and administrators. Thank you for viewing, and we hope you enjoyed our webinar.